Hello everyone. I know it's quite a long time I didn't make any video. I didn't upload. I did took some videos, but I didn't get around to check them and upload them. Maybe I'm gonna upload them later this year. It has been a busy time. Beside with the gardening, I'm gonna show you what I did. Just the regular maintenance of the garden. On top of that, I did plant quite a bit of things going on that I'm gonna also show you. Also this year I had to cut the hedge. Uh, it was the first year I did it all by myself, and I have hundreds and hundreds of feet of hedge to cut, so that it took me a while. Then because also of the situation with the virus and everything, the work, so it was busy and chaotic. So I didn't get around to upload. I'll try to make this video. It's gonna be like kind of a full tour, but there's not much alive right now. I'm just gonna show you what I've been doing, and I'm gonna try to upload it right away. So starting from here, uh, I planted some bulbs here, some allium bulbs, and then I planted here. It's a little peonies, the flower peony, those big things. So this one is growing right here. I have my blueberries. I put the cages around because I had enough of the deer keeping that kept going to eat. Right here I have some cuttings. I got a few grape cuttings for my brother-in-law that he has. Then I have some haskap and blackcurrant that I might even use more. If we move this way, if you remember here, I had all the fruit trees in the bucket, all those, like my little garden center, I used to call it. Everything went in ground, most of it. You see, I'm left, this is a potato bucket, so don't count it. But I'm left with the queens, the peach, this is another small peach, and some little apple seedlings and little fig seedlings. So I put everything in ground. Right here I put a blackberry. Uh, Blackberry, they are borderline where I am. Usually they are zone 5. So here in zone 4, I didn't have any luck while planting them out in the yard. So now this time I'm gonna plant them against my garage wall and see if they're gonna fare better. While we walk around the corner, I planted right here. That is, it's a very humid. It's the most humid area that I have is because I have um, the dripping water here, like it drains here where you see the rocks. So here I put the sweet gale. That is, what is the name? Is Mirica gale, and so it's a I think medicinal plant. Sweet gale. There's different uses. Anyway, it really likes wet environment. So this is the only spot that I thought about it, and we'll see how it fares. Down this way, I put some goji berries that I had, like little seedlings. We'll see how they go. And after here, these things sticking out, it's and now I forgot. It's the that spicy root. It's a white spicy root. Now I don't remember. I don't even eat it. It's quite invasive, they say. Um, but yeah, I don't get it in my mind right now. So I put it here because I think these two bushes might keep it contained, and here I'm gonna just pass the lawnmower. I'm still thinking about the name. I can't get it. Horseradish. Horseradish. That's what it is. Anyway, we'll see how that one goes. In the front, I'm not gonna show you, but I did plant. Let me see. So I planted an hibiscus, an hardy hibiscus tree. I planted a lilac, and then I planted an azalea. So hibiscus, lilac, azalea. I put some creeping thyme. I put some sedum and lots of bulbs. I think like between 500 600 bulbs, between crocus, daffodil, muscari, hyacinth, and some more alliums and things like that. So maybe next spring, if it works out, I'm gonna show you. Right now there's nothing to see because I put all the bulbs under the ground. Right here we have our herbs. What did I change? I put this line of lavender. So I put a line of lavender right here. This is gonna be like, because my main lavender is in the front of the house, so this is kind of a breeding ground. Like if I ever lose one in the front, I can dig one up from here and get it. Then I did add some herbs, not much, but I have some valerian right there. I put another sorrel here, the red vein sorrel, another melissa that I already had, the little seedlings. I put it there, and I put I think it's creeping savory right here. So I added this area, so basically now it's finished. Now I'm done. This is gonna be a fully perennial little garden. I don't have any more space. It's gonna stay like this. We'll see. Then while I walk towards my fruit trees, I can show you I already started with a comfrey on this side. You see on the right side of the pool, I have the line here of comfrey that I did. And here I had peas and beans this year. Now I put all comfrey, all down the way. So you have a nice R-shaped size of comfrey that is gonna grow up to this. And it's I'm gonna use it for mulch and fertilizer, and so I cut it down once or twice a year. I have at this end here, I have some hops that I intend to make it grow up the pool there, and I have some hops planted right at the other corner that they're gonna go up. Now let's go check here. So I planted quite a bit of stuff. I did have a few things already in place, like this apple tree right here. It was already here, but let's start with this line. So I'll walk down this line. I put one of the plum trees right here. So I did plum, then I have a little Russian sage, hazelnut seedling. This is the hazelnut was already in ground here. Then another hazelnut right here. I put a coneflower, and then right there I have another apple tree. Another thing I planted since I'm here, I'm going to show you if you can see right there. That's a hydrangea, and it's a tall one, so it should grow, make a nice little bush of flowers. Now we'll turn around and we start this side. This is another variety of plum. So I have the two varieties. Then I have a rhubarb, aronia berry, rhubarb, that's a pear, rhubarb, and the apple that I showed you before at the beginning. I also added by the compost a high bush cranberry. It's not the true cranberry, but you can use it interchangeable. So I got it here. This should grow quite tall. Since I'm here, I can show you my wild, I call them wild turnips, because every year around this area, the compost area, I get turnips, and some that are quite nice. Look at that one. That's a giant one. And I have a nice little one here too. Anyway, I let them go. If I need, I'll grab one or two, but we don't eat more than one or two around this time of the year. So, and here you can see the hedge I cut. I think I did a decent job. This was the first time. I didn't cut it for 2 years, so I'm still unsure about certain spots, but in spring I'm gonna go around and give it another cut. So this area we went through. Now I'm gonna bring you towards my vegetable garden. And I did plant something, I think. I don't remember if when did I planted it, but I added some raspberries. I already had the yellow raspberries. I added some red one right here. In the corner there's the hops, like I said. And I did put some garlic. Yeah, I put garlic all around where, because I have many plants that still didn't take the space they need, like the lingonberries or the thimbleberries here. So in between I put some garlic bulbs. It's gonna be fine. My fig tree, I still have to bury it, so it's still there for a while. As you can see, I had quite a bunch of cardboard that I needed to recycle. I decided to keep it over winter on top. It's gonna help the soil, the microorganism and everything, so I don't leave the soil exposed. And then in spring, I'm just gonna recycle it. It's gonna still be fine. It's a double layer cardboard, so it's not gonna decompose that fast. It's yeah, three layer and corrugated, so it's gonna still be here comes spring. What I did here, this side, where I had all the sunflowers, I put a black currant at the beginning, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 huscaps, seedlings. In between, I put 4 of the real cranberries, the true cranberries. So little cuttings, rooted cutting that I had. So I put them ground here. And then at the end here, I got the what is called a josta berry. That is supposed to be a cross between a gooseberry and a blackcurrant. So first time growing it, we'll see how it is. Then what I can show you, I can show you my fig tree. So we're getting closer. Every year, I think the figs are getting bigger and bigger. Obviously now the plant, the frost got it. I did protect it a couple of times when there was those early frost, like when it was like one night or 2 nights in a row. Now every night it's kind of frosty weather, so I don't protect it anymore. But yes, if you look in here, I do have quite some figs that, oh, I'm getting tangled here, that they were like this one. This one, I just cut it by mistake, but they're bigger. Like the first year, it didn't make figs. The second year, maybe just the little beginning of a fig. Then it would make these figs. Now we are at this size. Maybe 1 year with you know, with a nice fall or something, I'll get something. I've also an idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I was trying to cut it open, but I was thinking about wrapping, squeezing it against my fireplace and wrapping it, make like a cover for it, so that the stone during the day would also release some heat. And I don't know, maybe I'm gonna be able to get some of that stem to survive. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. I'll keep you updated, I guess. I did my grape pruning. That's why I did all those cuttings that you saw. It's because I took my grape down. I do it kind of differently. It's not like the standard way of pruning that you let one and then you branch it. I have actually 3 that I'm training, one that way, one is going up and one that way. And then from these 3, I branch. I keep 3 or 4 shoot on every one. And down this way instead, this one I'm trying. This is another grape. And this one is more the standard way. So I have my main shoot, and then I keep 2 one side, 2 the other side, 2-3 buds on each, and that's the way up in northern climate. It's one way of doing it, you see. You keep 1 and 2 buds, you keep 4 of these shoots, and that's enough. So down this way I didn't think I planted anything besides some garlic along the wall, and here where we had our Indian teepee I put my apricot tree. We'll see how this one is gonna do it. I'm curious. I still have to do his pruning, like as you can see, all those shoots have to come out, but I'll probably do the pruning in late winter before it comes out of dormancy. I put some of this soap to prevent animal from, like the deers, but as you can see, something came and actually tried to bite the soap. It should keeps the deers away, they say. So I actually put quite a bit around. We'll see if it works. And right here, we already had the Saskatoon berries down there. I added the elderberry right here. So eventually, these 2 beds, at the end of next year, I'm gonna remove them completely. And here, I'm just gonna have these 2 bush growing. I'm downsizing a bit because I don't need all of this bed. Well, I'm not actually downsizing because I'm removing those 2, but then I'm gonna have 2 beds against the wall next spring, I think. So I'm moving things around and seeing how they works. Also, I've been gardening in the same beds for quite a while, and uh, I try to move the crops around, but in every single bed, like the tomatoes, I don't know where to grow them anymore because I'm having a fungal problem always. So I want to stop growing them in this area of the garden, so I'm gonna grow them some against the wall next year. Same with the melons. It's quite a few years that I'm growing them in this area, so I'll see if maybe I'll use this bed next year for the melon and try to change things around, give it give the soil a break. But anyway, that's it. So this is my little garden tour of what's going on right now. Not much, but I did made already a lot of changes around the garden. Thanks for watching. Take care.